You are turning in 10 minutes of BPTV News, brought to you by Binh Phuoc television station and newspaper. I'm the one with the latest news for today. Hùng King Festival celebrated in Phú Riềng. Binh Phuoc Specialties Fair returns in June. Two sections of Eastern North-South Expressway open to traffic. Resort real estate anticipate recovery this year. The Hùng King Temple Festival 2023 and the Cultural and Tourism Weeks of Ancestral Land 2023 have been underway in Phú Thọ Province since April 21st. In Binh Phuoc Province, the festival was held at the Hùng King's Temple in Phú Riềng Commune, Phú Riềng District.
The Hùng King's Temple Festival 2023 and the Cultural and Tourism Week of Ancestral Land 2023 is taking place from April 21st to 29th in Phú Thọ Province, with 5 main activities, including the Temple Festival, the Cultural and Tourism Week, a festival of Vietnamese intangible cultural heritage honored by UNESCO, a ceremony to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the implementation of the 2003 UNESCO Convention for the Protection of Intangible Cultural Heritage, a conference on promoting the role of cultural heritage associated with tourism development, and an exhibition of cultural heritage and tourism in the capital regions of Vietnam. It is expected that about 8 million visitors will attend the Tourism Week in Phú Thọ Province. In Binh Phuoc Province, this year's festival features such activities as a pilgrimage to the Hùng King's Temple, lion and dragon performances, and performances of traditional martial arts. One of the main part of the ceremony includes offering gifts and incense in remembrance of the heroic kings.
The local fruit and agricultural product fair has become a traditional festival over the past 5 years to introduce the achievement, potential, and strength of Binh Phuoc Province. This year's fair is expected to be held in June.
In addition to introducing the province's achievements, potential, and strengths in agriculture, the Fruit and Agricultural Product Fair is also an opportunity for Binh Phuoc Province to strengthen trade promotions in the agricultural sector and promote the Vietnamese People Prioritize Vietnamese Goods campaign. Through the event, it is expected to honor outstanding brands and agricultural products and have farmers access high-quality brands and products and new modern technologies for production and animal husbandry. Agricultural specialties, products, models, technologies, and solutions in Binh Phuoc will once again be demonstrated at the fair. It is expected to again be an exciting event with a large number of visitors and partners from inside and outside the province, as well as international partners. It is also an opportunity to introduce the agricultural achievements, potential, and strengths of Binh Phuoc Province to attract domestic and foreign investors.
Most services in urban areas can now be paid for with bank card or e-wallet as a result of government effort to promote the policies on non-cash payment since 2016. However, cash is still king in Binh Phuoc Province.
According to the State Bank of Vietnam, more than 7 billion non-cash transactions were made in Vietnam's economy last year, worth more than 200 quadrillion Vietnam dong. The result is, however, far from targets in such payments in the 2021-2025 period, which are to grow 25 times higher than GDP, and see over 80% of people aged 15 years and above have bank accounts. Vietnam now ranks 8th in the top 20 most cash-dependent countries in the world. It has, for example, an average of 29 ATMs per 100,000 adults, while the rate in Norway is 3,160. ATMs in Vietnam also mainly located in urban areas, while 65% of Vietnam's population live in rural areas. In regard to digital technology applications in major cities, when buying a package of vegetables, for example, customers can simply scan a QR code to pay. In the countryside, meanwhile, buying a motorbike, a TV, or even building a house is still entirely done with cash. Cash remains a habit in rural areas, with 65% of residents preferring it. This will make digital transformation in payments in rural areas very slow if there are no major changes. In a locality like Binh Phuoc Province, which has more than 76% of its 1 million residents living in rural areas, the difficulties mentioned above are even more problematic and need bigger breakthroughs in digital transformation.
moving on to the top stories around the country. Two sections of the Eastern North-South Expressway, Mai Sơn National Highway 45 and Phan Thiết Dầu Giây were inaugurated on April 29.
Two sections of the Eastern North-South Expressway, Mai Sơn National Highway 45 and Phan Thiết Dầu Giây were inaugurated on April 29. The inauguration ceremony of the Phan Thiết Dầu Giây section was held in Binh Phuoc province in the presence of Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính. The event for the Mai Sơn National Highway 45-1 took place in the north-central province of Thanh Hóa and was attended by Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà. The two events were connected via video conference. In his speech, Prime Minister Chính stressed that developing infrastructure, especially Transport 1, is a strategic breakthrough identified by the party and state. The North-South corridor always plays an important role as it serves as the economic and transport artery of the country, he said, applauding the strong determination and efforts by competent authorities, localities, as well as affected residents to overcome difficulties to put the two projects into operation. Also on April 29th, Prime Minister Chính inspected the construction progress of the Vĩnh Hảo Phan Thiết section of the Eastern North-South Expressway.
In the annual report on imports and export, the Ministry of Industry and Trade unveiled that Ho Chi Minh City led the nation in export last year.
Ho Chi Minh City led the nation in exports last year with export revenue of $47.5 billion. This is the seventh year in a row the Ministry of Industry and Trade has compiled the report, which gave an insight into each group of commodities, markets, the utilization of opportunities generated by free trade agreements, and export-import management. The Agency of Foreign Trade said Vietnam's export-import results are remarkable given the impacts of material price surges and supply chain disruptions, among other hurdles. The value reached $730 billion last year, of which export was over $371 billion, representing a double-digit rise as compared with 2021. The country also recorded growth in all commodity groups in 2022, the seventh consecutive year that the trade surplus exceeded $10 billion.
Vietnam resort real estate sector is set to see a fresh recovery as many foreign funds and investors are seeking suitable investment products, according to experts from the real estate agency Savills Vietnam.
Savills experts called villas and condos a good investment channel, and advised investors to pay more attention to project quality. The segment's recovery will depend on tourism growth, especially international tourism. Statistics show that in the first 2 months of this year, Vietnam welcomed 1.8 million international arrivals, down 40% year-on-year, mainly from the Republic of Korea and the US. Korean and domestic tourists have contributed to the recovery of coastal resorts in the central city of Da Nang, with their room occupancy exceeding 50%. Room occupancy of hotels in Ho Chi Minh City has also been recovering to pre-pandemic levels. Experts said that many countries reopening their borders and removing all restrictions for travelers have boosted outbound tours, enabling resort real estate to reboot this year.
That is all for today on BPTV News. Thanks for your watching and goodbye for now.